again, in the last couple of weeks, I like really been jumping back to Team Jesus. You know what I mean? Like I've been a Christian for a couple of years, but I'm not gonna lie, I dabble. I got into like the New Age and witchcraft stuff like that, kind of. Not knowing, I didn't really know, but I did, and I don't know. This downstairs here. I wish I could just flip the camera around. Yeah, down here, it's I'm doing a little experiment. I got a thermometer here, and the other night I noticed it's like, well, since I've been like praying real hardcore, right? This is it. This is like evil. This is like an evil. This house is evil. Just because of you know, um, I let a lot of bad stuff in. You know, my mom is got many. Yeah, there's a legion of demons in here. There's a legion of demons in here. But yeah, it's 70 degrees in here right now, right? I wish I had like one of them guns where I could like just take the thermometer, and be like, but I don't feel nothing down here really. It's not too bad right now. Oh yeah, I can feel it got cold as I walked in here. But last couple of weeks it's been ridiculous. I can't even stay down here anymore. It's like I literally get sick in this room sometimes. Of course now I'm making a video, it probably won't happen. But like but yeah, I've been staying upstairs for the last just because I don't know, since I've been like being a Christian, totally trying to be godly. Well, that right there is a painting of that's a picture of I literally like was I don't know what the word is for it, where I like thought it into my head. That's Jezebel's spirit right there. I didn't know what the hell that was at the time. It's fucking freaky, huh? Imagine like just being like almost like just drawing that out of like your mind. That's kind of how that was. And it's definitely not God, But so I'm trying to change the bed. Just trying to change the bed. This is the same bed my dad was in when he died. And this mirror used to be right here. And his bed was right there where that desk is. And I had a vision the day before he died of like this big black like blob, like a big I don't know what you call it. It looked like if you ever seen the movie Ghost, it looked like except for in the vision. In the vision I had, this was my dad's room, so I wasn't like ever in here, So I really didn't know how it looked or anything. But it was a vision of him downstairs, down here, and all of a sudden this thing came out of the wall right here, and there used to be this big bed right here. It was right here. It was right here. It was like that mattress, but it was on a big bed, and it had like a big, like kind of like a big top over it. Like a I don't know why the fuck I put a roof over a bed, but it was like that, and a roof, and I had big posts with a roof, and but and I was like, this was his like aisle that he'd walk down to get in his bed, but the thing literally came out right here and walked over, and I don't know what it did. I don't remember what it did in the vision. And this is when I was upstairs, and this is like a day before he died, and I was like literally like a year from like now, around like within a couple days. I think within a couple days of now. Let me ask Mom. Hey, when did the old man die? Right around now, right? Hey.
He died 9/22.
9/22. I don't know how to do the math. But yeah.
Anniversary was 9/29.
But yeah, when so also when I came down here to take over this room, I'm cleaning it out, and I'm like,
We died
man.
7 days before our 48th
years, 7 days before her 48th anniversary, she said. But yeah, she gets possessed, like literally like possessed. Like if I ever post a video of it, like it's just to show that she gets possessed. And it's not no fucking joke. But yeah, I didn't know this mirror was here, you know. And I was down here and I was cleaning this room out. Fuck, cleaning this room all out. And let's see if it gets any colder. It gets real cold right here. Let's and but yeah, like this mirror. But yeah, I come down here and I'm like, when I'm cleaning this room out, all of a sudden I look over here and I'm like, holy shit! I'm like, I look at the mirror and I'm just like, it just like brought that like vision back to me, like holy shit. And so I think like I'm pretty sure whatever kind of like things there are in this, you know, that's not of God can come through this thing somehow. This mirror right here. And I noticed like a couple times, yeah, I don't do this. I'll do it right now. But when I do this, like say I'm picking up pimple or something like that, my eyes start to burn. Like I can, it's crazy. Like, yeah, your eyes start burning. That's not too bad right now, but sometimes, man, they burn. Like, you know, you're just over here, you know, doing something, and your eyes will start to burn. It's, I don't know, some kind of fucking portal. Figures it ain't doing it right now because I'm trying to make a video. Whatever they are, God's more powerful because they don't, I see stuff all the time and it doesn't, see, Mom doesn't, you know, even though she's possessed, she hears voices in her fucking head and all kinds of shit. She don't fucking believe this shit, but but, you know, no, there's no demons here. And this fucking mirror right here, I got that out of this came out of a bad apartment, like a bad apartment, like, you know, like just not very nice place, you know, not nice people, not nice, not a very nice place, environment. And, but yeah, it was like come down like at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll make another video at like around 3. Right now it's still early. But yeah, about 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'll come in here and I'll at nighttime when I ever since I've been staying upstairs, every time I don't know what it was is before I didn't notice it. All right, I you know, or I don't know if it got more powerful because I'm playing with God now, you know. And you know, no more. I'm still smoking, you know, and I think that's why I try to cleanse the place, you know. Like look at I've been trying to clean up. I've even started to get rid of this kind of stuff. Anything that's not you know, I ain't fucking around. But whatever it is, it's pretty nasty, and I don't even think I can't get rid of it because it would take Mom to help me get rid of it. To be honest, whatever it is, it would whatever it is, it's powerful enough where literally I just spoke about it once to my sister, and me and her are no longer talking about it. Weird, huh? The more closer you get to God, I learned one thing though. The more closer I got to God, the more evil I've seen. More evil I've seen, the closer I get to God. Isn't that weird? But yeah, that's why. And I also think see how God had me put that on there. That's the Holy Trinity right there. That's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And I didn't even know he had me do that. I didn't even know that was the Holy Trinity. I just started doing that, you know, and it was like, oh, I want to put a cross here, you know. And I just came out the threes, you know, and I was like communicating with God, praying. You know, I pray a lot, you know. But it was, but look at it. If you look at it, it's all in threes. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. There's a lot of threes here. And that's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And I didn't like mean to do that or anything. It's just how it came out. Pretty neat, huh? I mean, I was just doing this as like. And another thing is there's also another cross right here. So there's also a cross, and a cross, all on this one wall. That's basically I don't know if it's I might be keeping it in here because I'm hoping I'm keeping it in here. And then once Mom, God rest her soul, passes away or whatever, I'm gonna get it the fuck out. It won't leave. It's got every right to be here. To be honest, it's unfortunately, it does. I can. Yeah, whatever this stuff is, it comes back. And the more I try to get rid of it, the more pissed off it is. Like earlier, I was down here cleaning this room and just cleaning, just vacuuming, and I'd have to leave. I was getting like sick to my stomach. I'd get a headache. All of a sudden, I'll just get a fucking pounding headache, and I'll get a pounding headache, and I'll get like where I can't breathe. Ever since I started, I've been trying to quit smoking. And ever since then, stuff's really picked up. Like I said, the more holier you get, the more shit's coming for you. And yeah, it's undeniable. I got videos of shit, and I got rid of the videos. I wish I didn't. I know it's like on YouTube and stuff. See, I don't watch that stuff because I'm a Christian, so I don't, I don't watch videos of that stuff. But I noticed there's like a big, there's guys out there, ghost hunters and stuff. And that's actually when it really started picking up too. Is one night I was like, because I don't want to do construction no more. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of being here. I'm sick of being here and stuff too. It's like I don't know. I want a whole new life. And I'm thinking, oh, I know what I could do. I could freaking make videos of this kind of stuff, and it was like as soon as I said that, I opened up the can of worms, man. Shit just like started like where it's like I said, it started where it'd be like it started when I first moved into this room. Well, I've always experienced stuff my whole entire life. I've experienced like the supernatural my whole entire life. And I've moved out of this. I've been in other houses. And my girlfriend that I was with at the time literally woke me up the next day going, Eric, sleep paralysis. And I didn't even, I was an atheist at the time. And I didn't know what to think of it, but it was freaky. She was telling me she couldn't move, and this guy came in with a cowboy hat. This guy came in with a cowboy hat, right? Wait till I move this TV. This guy came in with a cowboy hat and walked up to her and looked her in the eyes or whatever. This is when I was in an apartment, right? And there's another one here, another cowboy in this room. Of course, this is a cowboy's house. My dad was a cowboy, so. But, another cowboy right here. And another thing is, I think there's a cowboy like that's buried here somewhere. Because I think there's a cowboy that's buried right over there on the side of the yard. Because when they were building this house, they were finding, they found like a lot of like leather stuff, like bridles and stuff like that. Bridles, like just like a horse, just like laid down, died, but like, if a horse just wandered off and died, they'd take the bridle and the saddle and all that stuff off. But it's literally like, there's like, they found remains, when they bulldozed for the house, my mom literally found, basically the remains of a saddle, a bridle, a whole horse, and when I was a little kid camping out in the backyard, there was I used to live outside when I was a kid. I thought I was Daniel Boone, And, one night a cowboy walked into my tent, And I just remember like a cowboy came into my tent, and some old fat lady, some old grandmother looking lady came in my tent, and I think it was like, I don't know if ghosts exist. Maybe it's demons. Maybe it's, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. All I know is there was a cowboy that walked in my tent when I was a little kid, and I was like not liking it, and my dad always got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I don't know why the back door was locked. So I'm getting sick of this cowboy in my tent, and I ran to the door. Finally, I got the guts to get up and run to the house because this cowboy was in my tent, and I get to the door and the door wouldn't open. I was so upset, and I don't know, it was gone then. And there was a lady there, like a little old lady was there too. It was weird. It was weird. I was like half sleeping. Like, you don't think it back, like, was that a dream or not? This is what I mean. I was supernatural. I did experience with supernatural shit my whole life, But that's just one of them. A cowboy literally came in my tent, and a little old lady was in my tent with me one night, and it was like a big. One of them big tents that you take out like a big tent where it takes like a half hour to set it up, an hour to set it up, where you got the poles, you got to put them all together. It was a big one of them big tents, like literally I lived in the thing. And for some reason that night the door was locked too. So when I got the guts to finally run to the door, no bueno. I had to literally walk back to this tent with a freaking cowboy in there. One day I went back and he was gone. And I think it was like 20 minutes later, the old man woke up. Because like I said, and so it must have been 3 o'clock in the morning when that cowboy came in the tent. Yeah. You know what? I can bet you it was 3 o'clock in the morning. Exactly 3 o'clock in the morning. And this cowboy comes in the tent. And it was scaring me because I was a little kid. I was fucking, I don't know, 8, 9 years old. Probably 8, 9. I don't know if that's my mom. Must have been 8, 9 years old. And, but yeah, lately I've been coming down here because usually I'm down here all the time. I never even leave. I never go upstairs usually. I won't go upstairs for a month on end. Like I literally never leave. I won't go up these stairs for a month sometimes. Like I think I don't think I walked up these stairs for over a month at certain like in your house when you don't walk up a stair. There's been month-long spans that I have not used these stairs. It's up there. Nothing I go up there for. There's a kitchen and a fucking. Plus, me and mom don't get along. Well, we do, but it's a super dad. It's she's demonic. She's possessed. Dad fucking whatever possesses her. Got it out for me, so it's just not good. I'll post. I might have posted some videos of her, and that's why I post that shit. Just because, it's proof. That's a demonic human. That's a person that's got a legion of demons. But yeah, sorry guys, I'm all over the place. But yeah, but since I've been upstairs last week or two, like I said, I've been straight up Christian. I went Team God. No more playing half religion stuff. It's just God. That's it. No God. No, none of this New Age stuff. None of this witchcraft. Straight up. Man of the Bible. And but yeah, as soon as I keep every time I come in here, I see that. Where is it? That mirror right there, man. I'll just every time I come down here, I'll see something in that mirror, and it's not it's always right when I walk through it, and I cannot affect the mirror from here. It's not my light hitting it or anything. It's yeah, even if I got the light out here, yeah, I can't affect it. And man, it's But it's like if I come down here at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's like there's a fucking party going on. It's crazy. And yeah, really, since I stopped, you know, since I'm trying to be really godly, and you know, since I'm into the Bible and stuff now. Well, this is over the last couple weeks. Because what it was is I started as this stuff started bugging me like bad, where it almost like scared me. Like I'm over here sleeping, and all of a sudden I you know, sometimes there's a little dog that sleeps with me down here, and all of a sudden I think the dog's sleeping with me. Next thing I know, the dog's hugging me. You know, when I'm sleeping, you know, like in my, you know, like a dream. I was like kind of like a dream, but not. All of a sudden, the dog's like literally fucking hugging me, and I'm like, it's like a nightmare. Like the dog's like, and it's like there's some kind of fucking thing that. Well, look at that thing. It's a fucking half. That's how I would describe. I haven't seen it, but I can feel it, and it's probably like what that thing. It's probably that fucking thing. It's literally, and it like literally like I've had like where I'm like almost sleeping, but I'm not. I'm like in like sleep, but I'm not quite sleeping. Where like I can hear like the TV going upstairs, and but I'm sleeping, but I'm not. It's weird, and I could literally like hear the thing because it's in my mom. Sometimes it goes into my mom. Whether she believes it or not, she doesn't believe that, but it does. It goes in her. It's probably in her right now. That's why it's not in here. Whatever the fuck this thing is. And I hear this thing come down, and literally like it's over here, and like I said, I'm half sleeping, half not, and it's like it's making like a noise, like a purring, like a cat. It's something about it. It's like a cat or a dog. It's not like a human. It's weird. It's fucking freaky. It's freaky. It's freaky. It's like a freaking. And my other little dog with the one eye gets nightmares of this thing too. I'll tell you what. My mom says that she's having a seizure. I don't fucking believe it one bit. This thing's I don't know, whatever it is, it's got the power to fuck with him. Excuse my language. Forgive me, Lord. But to screw it, when you're in your, like, almost like in your sleep, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a nightmare. I've had that, I've heard that dog sometimes will wake up and, screaming and having like the same, just like I'm saying. And, like my dad is like, holy crap, what are you dreaming of? She's getting chased by a mountain lion in her sleep, you know. And she's had that, and mom's of course not, like I said, mom's like possessed. So of course she's not gonna be like, oh no, it's a demon, you know. My mom's just like, no, she's having a seizure. It ain't no fucking seizure. That dog's having a nightmare. And I mean, she literally like wakes up. She is having a seizure. She is in like a seizure effects. But something's triggering it. I used to literally, like, when it had happened, I would, like, document the time. Instantly when I'd hear it go, oh, man, it's horrible. It's like she's fighting for her life in her sleep, you know. It's when she's sleeping, you know, and all of a sudden, you know, my little fucking Shih Tzu, 7-pound Shih Tzu, is fighting for her life in her sleep. Instantly pisses out her whole fucking bowels, you know, and this dog would not piss out. She's like remorseful when she does it, you know. She pisses, you know, and you know, she feels horrible, you know. And you know, we wake her up and she slowly snaps out of it, you know. But I honestly think it's spiritual. I think it's spiritual. I don't know. Some people will say she's having a seizure. I'm not gonna go with that. I do not think she's having a seizure. Maybe she is having a seizure, but I think there's more to it. I am not gonna lie. I am God. I don't know. I'm pretty tapped into God, and God tells me it's more than a seizure, you know. But yeah, I'll make another video around like 3 o'clock in the morning. Of course, now I won't be able to catch this shit. I've caught stuff on video. That's why I was saying earlier. I'm like, shit, I should start making videos of stuff like that. I can literally like, but that's actually what kicked on the Christ to me though, because it was basically God saying, no, don't do that, because I was like, I prayed to God, I asked God about it. I'm like, should I start making, videos of the supernatural? I'm like, because God knows all. I'm like, I'm asking God, hey God, should I start making videos of demons and stuff? I'm like, that's a big thing right there. Maybe we'll make like 1 billion, and we'll make a freaking crazy YouTube channel. Because I don't watch that stuff, but I do once in a while. But like for a couple minutes, But I really try not to mess with that stuff. To be honest, I learned that you don't want to mess with this stuff. That's why I never really even talk about it. I've over the last year since I've been in this room, I really never make any videos of it in here. Actually, at first I was scared. I wouldn't even have done this, talked about it in here. But whatever, it's here. I don't know. Hopefully my God's more powerful. I know he is. I know you are God. That's the only reason I can even have the guts to make this video, because usually I try not to acknowledge this kind of stuff. And I'll be getting attacked for it tonight, I'm sure. But no, it's but yeah, in the last couple weeks since I've been like, really trying to get Team Jesus and Holy Spirit and get rid of it, it's been getting bad. Where sometimes, like I said, I'll get sick when I come in here. Like flies, middle of winter, all of a sudden be 100 flies in this room. Because like I said, it lives in my mom, right? And, or not lives in her, but possession's real, all right? Or whatever. And I noticed when she got taken away to the mental institute, or whatever, the hospital. Next day, me and the guy I was working with came down and kept coming home from work, because she got taken while I was gone at work, And I'm not kidding, it was January, I think. And there was 100 flies in here. Come home from work and there's 100 flies in here. No, maybe something's dead in the walls. I don't think so though. I think there's more to it than that. Oh, another day. Last couple weeks too. Oh, I just vacuumed today. But there's still one. I didn't even get it up. See that? Right there. There it is. Yep. Sure enough. There it is. Thanks God I didn't get that one. That's a worm. Sitting here. This is where I usually sit on this bed. And there's nothing up there. Literally sitting here and a fucking worm falls on me. There's nothing up there. Like a worm just falls on. Like I can feel it fall onto my arm. Like what the hell is that? I felt something fall on me like 3 or 4 times. I mean, we are in a basement. It's like a basement, so that's why. And I don't know. I noticed there was a worm right there one day. And then I'm sitting here and I don't know, like 4 or 5 times I felt something fall. I mean, like something hit me. And I'm like, like I don't know. I didn't think much of it. And all of a sudden, but I don't know, like the 4th or 5th, and then I noticed there's worms right there. And finally, I literally seen one fall and hit my hand, and my hand was like right in like this area. Where that worm came from, I don't know. There's nothing up here to drop a worm. It's fucking nuts. This is the second one God gave me. This is the last rites cross. See, this is the last rites cross. This is actually, as you can see, my mom never gives anything around. Look at this. She collects fucking cannon jars, hey. Never gave anything away. My mom was never given anything away. All right? Only thing I've ever seen her give away is a last rites cross that was mine. That's the only thing I've ever seen that woman part with in my entire life of knowing her. Wasn't even hers. Only thing I've ever seen that woman actually get rid of. I mean, she's a trash collector, a freaking, and it was a freaking beautiful, classic Last Rites cross. That was the priest that she gave it to said it was probably whoever owned it originally was a very, very wealthy family, you know, and my mom gave it away. I mean, that's because, but no, you're not possessed. No, you're not demonic trying to get rid of, you know, no, that wasn't demonic. Freaking nuts. And, that's because the demon inside her told her, you got to get rid of this lady. You know, demons, it's not like when you get a demon inside, it's not like when you're possessed, you're just going to be like, oh, I'm possessed. No, it's not going to work like that. It's, I've been possessed a lot, you know, and it's, or maybe not possessed, maybe I haven't been possessed. Oh, yeah, well, I have been possessed. Most people are. Yeah, I just seen something flicker over there. You'll see like shadows run out of the corner of her eye, stuff like that, all the time. And, or like, see that cabinet right there, right in front of that table? That thing will open up and close, and it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough to open and close this thing. When I first started, after Dad died, this thing would just open and close like that. I mean, this thing's not. Yeah, it's not the wind or nothing that's gonna open and close this thing up. No, it would just. I'd be over there, and all of a sudden, this thing would just be like, boom. Open, and I never even tried that, but yeah, there's no way this thing can just open. That's actually taking some force to open that. And I'd be sitting over here, and that thing would just open up. Do it every night, once or twice a night. But I don't know, man. Whatever's going on down here, it's getting really tough to deal with, though. I don't know. It's getting really tough to deal with. Scares me too. It's like I'm kind of scared of it. I'm not. No. God says, resist the devil and he will flee. You know. But in my 40 years of dealing with the supernatural and stuff, be careful because the other side is powerful too. God is really powerful. God is most powerful. But don't get a big head on your shoulders either. You know, you know, like don't get a big head on your shoulders like I'm doing right now. But yeah, it's wild. But yeah, I'm gonna try to. I'm wondering if I should start posting stuff. I can see this stuff too. I just seen a black shape go across that corner right there. But yeah, well, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll come down here because I've been trying to quit smoking too. So I'm upstairs watching TV or whatever, and I'll come down here. I leave my cigarettes right there because I've really been trying not to smoke. And I'll walk in here and I can literally see my breath. See my breath. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of freaks me out. I pretend it freaks me out. It sends chills up my spine. I'm like sitting here like smoking a butt, like whew, like man, you know, like holding up my shirt, like man, it's freaky. It's a little. I'm not gonna lie, I get a little freaked out by it. Oh, like you feel it right up, like but yeah, I literally come in here and I can see my breath. It's been so cold now. I've lit the stove every night. I've lit the stove probably almost. There's probably been about 15 times this summer I didn't light the stove. That's how cold it gets down here at night. There ain't no reason for that. It's not. It shouldn't be that cold down here. You know, it's not. It shouldn't. It gets that cold. You know, in the summertime. In July, I shouldn't have to light my wood stove when it's July. just just gets that cold down there. Yeah, over in this room. This room over here is this used to be my bedroom when I was a kid. And when I was a kid, my bed was right here, and I remember being up all day. I'm not gonna say I was a kid. I was like my 20s. I first started dabbling with. I wasn't a Christian or anything. I was actually a satanic kind of kid. Like I was an atheist, right? Not an atheist, but I was never taught anything. No, God was no part of my life as a kid. It was out of everybody, I was never introduced to church. So it's kind of funny that I'm like actually the one. Actually, out of all the people in my family, I'm the only one that was never like I've never had my first communion, baptized, any of that shit, right? And right there, that's my dad at his first communion. And all these Bibles ain't mine, you know. And but yeah, it was where was I going with this? Oh yeah, but yeah, so okay, yeah, so when I was a kid, I liked stuff like this. See, that's why my mom painted me. My mom was an artist, and that's why like she painted that painting for me. You know, I wanted something with skulls and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or like, see my tattoo. I got a dragon tattoo on me, and I was always big into skulls, death, grim reapers, Satan, black, stuff like that. Evil, killing stuff. Just anything that's not godly. I was always into. I don't know. I just had like a natural attraction to, like a lot of kids. You know, have you like I like you know, at 6, 7 years old, maybe 6, 7, 8. First music I started listening to was Guns N' Roses. You know, I've been listening to heavy metal since I was a little kid. You know, and it all just takes you down a dark path. You know, so I was like I said, I was never a Christian. Yeah, I've never believed in, never knew about God. I didn't even know about God, or anything. I knew nothing about God, to be honest. I didn't learn about God until, well, what I was just about to say is I was in that room, and all of a sudden, I was up drinking and doing drugs. I don't know what I was doing, morphines. I think I used to take morphines or something like that when I was 20 years old. Something like that. I was doing some drugs. I just got into a drug habit of some kind. I forget what it was. Some kind of designer drug. And I remember laying down I was up for 2 days. And all of a sudden I could feel something like touching my leg. And I might have thought it was just, you know, man, you're up for 2 days or whatever. But I looked down and I could see the blanket moving. And even to this day, if I tell anybody about it, they're like, well, you're on drugs for 2 days. Of course you see shit. But no, it's that's how the devil works. That's how the devil works. The devil wants you to think you were just seeing it. You know, but so don't ever question yourself. If you think you've seen something, you've probably seen what you think you've seen. You know, like but yeah, I was right there, and I said, like I said, I seen something was touching my leg right there. Another time, I had one climb into bed with me, and but yeah, it was weird because I haven't had that happen in so long, and in the last couple of weeks, all right, I'm gonna say about a month ago, it started happening to me again, and that's actually how I got back into reading the Bible and doing the Jesus thing and back on Team Jesus is because I started having some really, really bad attacks down here. And it was, I don't know. I was trying to figure it out, and I ended up like watching, started watching Christian videos on YouTube, and you just went down the checklist. Yep, if this is happening, basically people telling me their testimonies, and I'm there saying, what happened to them, and I'm just like, check, 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 yeah, check, check, yeah, oh, check, yeah, oh, definitely check. Watching these videos, going from, people, oh, I went, there's all kinds of videos, atheist to Christian, atheist goes to hell as sees, Jesus, atheist, New Age practicer to Christian, stuff, those videos. But yeah, I started watching those. I don't know. God basically was having me watch those videos because it was getting too wild in here. And then it really started getting wild in here. Now it's really getting wild down here. It's crazy. But yeah, I do gotta. That thing's gotta go. That is Jezebel. I know that because God showed me a picture. See, I wish I could edit where I could like put this all in one video. That's the one thing that sucks. I don't. See, all I'll do is I'll just hit send. I don't know how to I'm not like, I wish I was. I gotta, I wish I knew how to make videos, All I know, and I just know how to look at the camera and talk and hit send or whatever. I wish I knew how to edit, make videos, like good videos. But because I seen a couple logos that were like, for cat Christians or whatever that said Jezebel killer, or from church things. Like I have a shirt here that says blessed. It came from a church, but it said Jezebel. I don't know. Whatever I seen, and it was a freaking dog-headed freaking thing. Like it was like a human body with a dog head. And there's another thing I seen. It was a Egyptian god or something like that. Dog head with human body. And this one's got wings. I don't know what. But I think that is a Jezebel. I think that's a Jezebel. I don't know. And at the time, when I drew it, I was actually asking God to help me out, and I wanted to do a mural and dedicate it to God, right? And I don't know. I forget. I kind of was I was conscious of it, but I wasn't. But it was weird how I ended up drawing that. It was almost like I drew it, but I didn't. It's hard. It's hard. I remember doing it, but I was I don't know. Yeah, it was it was I did it, but I didn't do it. But I did it. I remember doing it. But it was almost I was working with God to do it. But what I thought was God, I do not think that's God. I'm gonna put it that way. And forgive me if it is you, God, but I do not think you're God. I think that's. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that was. Now, at the time, I wasn't. At the time, I was watching some other stuff, and I think that might have been God telling me, "This is your God now." In other words, no. Here, this. I think that might be what God was saying. This is your God now, instead of a picture of Jesus. Like that was no. You're not running with me no more. You're running with this thing. I think that's what that means. To be honest, I think I might be wrong. But that's what I get from it now. To be honest, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I gotta take this shirt off. I might make another video on shit start. Like it's early, like I said, it's 8 o'clock. But yeah, 3 o'clock. This place gets bumping. I'll get my thermometer. Let's see. I'll come down. I'll make another video at. Yeah, it's 70 degrees down here right now. We'll see what it looks like at 3 o'clock. It'll probably be 75 now whatever this stuff is, it's smart. It's smart. It's smart. Like whatever's in my mom, it's smart. I've literally had it where I'm like trying to catch her on video acting nuts. And like she won't leave me alone. Will not leave me alone. Like she's out to kill me, dude. Like she literally killed my dad. Like just with stress, just with. And like I said, it's not her fault. She's possessed, or she's got a freaking. From my research, these demons don't just when it's not just one's gonna come in. When you got one that comes in, they're all coming in, unless you're stopping them. And when they have permission to come in, then they're gonna flow right in. And then with me, tend to the fact that I'm here, they're really gonna come in because they're using her to get to me. And I'm trying to be strong and not let that happen. But I'll tell you what, it's and I think it's almost worked because I honestly think I opened doors in here from just the hate, me fucking hating her. I think that's what amped. I think that's how all this is just a little bit of hate. It's a big salad, Be a little bit of hate, a little bit of abuse, a little bit of drugs, a little bit of porn, a little bit of heavy metal music, a couple items from items, a little bit of everything, just made a big salad. And I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. But because if I see, the thing is, like I said, I don't think it's allowed to be here. According to the Bible, it's allowed here. According to the Bible, it's allowed to be in here. Unfortunately, Yeah, according to the Bible, it's allowed to be in here. We'll see. Yeah.